Hey everyone, I'm Steve McDonald. Welcome. I'm president of the Practical Social Media University, and I've personally worked with over 8,500 direct sellers and network marketers. And I'll tell you one thing, you are ready to make a difference in your business. You are here to learn, and I applaud you because all it takes is one or two really good new ideas to take your business into a whole new direction. And I guarantee you're going to learn that today on this class. But what I'd love to do is I see everybody that's rolling in over here. What I'd love to do is just say hello as you're coming in. Jody, hello. Nicola, how are you doing? Thanks for coming today. Laura, Tanya, Patricia, all kinds of you coming in here. Jason, Lori, thank you guys. So, what I'm going to be going over here today is a combination of fundamentals in marketing, the latest and the newest things that you can do online that are in combination going to get to 10 all new one-on-one lead conversations automatically started a day with Facebook's secret conversation starting features. So I guarantee you, you have never heard the combination of ideas and the way to put it together and the examples specifically with details of success that I'm going to show you. How's that? Now, what I'd love to do before we dive right in is I'd just like to do a sound check. I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. So I'd love to do, go over to the chat box and just put in yes, or I can hear you, so that I know that we're ready to start up, because you're going to want to have pen and paper ready. You're going to want to make sure you're taking good notes. So I'm going to give you specific action steps with every example so that you know exactly what to do. All right. So let me go over here and just make sure that everyone can hear me. Let's see. Cindy, I can hear you just fine. Thank you. Fantastic. Cass, I can hear you. Rochelle, yes. Tara, I can hear you. Sarah, yes. Sherry, yes, I can hear you. Richard, can hear you. Fantastic. All right. Well, let's dive right in here. What I want to do is I want to start out. I want to say bye-bye Facebook friend requests, because typically we all know how powerful it is if we can get a friend request with somebody, because a lead isn't a good lead unless we have one-on-one communication with that lead. Now, Facebook friend requests give us that one-on-one communication over Facebook Messenger. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you a promise. I'm going to show you how to get one-on-one conversations started automatically with people that come to you, and it's newbie friendly. You can literally start from scratch. So if you have no leads right now, you've got no list, you've exhausted your warm market, you've got no following in social media, well, guess what? No problem, okay? And those awkward situations where in real life, and not like social media isn't real life, but where you have to physically go out and try to meet people or call up friends and family, and they don't know always why you're calling. It can be awkward, right? It's a part of the business that 99.9% of us just don't like. Well, take away all those awkward situations, because we're going to have people coming to you, and that changes the dynamic quite a bit. It changes your energy and enthusiasm for getting up every day and working your business. So you're going to have the right leads coming to you automatically in one-on-one conversations, and I'm going to show you how to get 6, just as soon as I said bye-bye Facebook friend request, how to get 6 plus all new Facebook friends every day from a previously stone cold audience, people that you've never met before. So I'm going to show you how to get one-on-one conversations without friend requests, and I'm going to show you how to get one-on-one conversations with Facebook friend requests 6 plus a day that you've never heard of before, but so simple to do. Okay? So we're also going to go over a whole follow-up strategy. Did you know that it takes 7 touch points to close a lead? What that means is we all typically think we've got to get more people to talk to. We've got to get more people to talk to, right? But we don't think about then what do we do as a result now that we have those conversations started. I have so many people saying, great, Steve, I got the leads, what do I do? Right? Well, we're going to give you very specifically a follow-up plan, how to keep your leads engaged and looking forward to your next conversation. And in fact, these three things, my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want. That's really critical. The two simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead. How to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again. Sounds pretty good, right? Sounds like a plan that you want to have. How do you get leads coming to you automatically inside one-on-one conversations? And how do you follow up like a pro and get more than your fair share of conversions? So let's dive in. I'm going to start out. Bye-bye Facebook friend request, right? How to get those automatic one-on-one conversations on Facebook friend requests, so inside of Facebook Messenger, all right? Now, if you didn't know this, there are well over 1.3 billion active monthly users on Facebook Messenger. What that means is this is where the conversation is happening these days, okay? Now, inside of this, there's been a whole new wave of technology that Facebook has come out with. They call it chatbots. All chatbots are is technology that automates different things. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed, because I'm going to show you very specifically the #1 chatbot strategy, the one that's going to automatically get you into one-on-one Facebook Messenger conversations, okay? And it's simple to do. You don't have to have a big tech background at all. So don't worry about that. I'm just going to show you how easy and simple it is to use. Now, here's another reason why it's so important. If you look at the top 4 social networks versus the top 4 messaging apps, of which Facebook's a messaging app, the messaging apps actually have more monthly active users now than all the top 4 social networks. So in particular, the top is Facebook Messenger. If you don't have a strategy for marketing your business that includes Facebook Messenger, then you are missing a massive opportunity. So let me start with a specific example of what you can do. This is Mary. She's a member of my university. She is a diabetic woman, and she reaches out to other diabetic women online. Now, this is just a simple post on her Facebook page. Wishful Thinking Wednesday. If you could choose one food to make it completely carb and calorie free, here's her question. What food would you choose? Because she wants people to put comments down below. Now, look, she's got 118 comments. Let's dream together, and I'll send you the link to my diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. Here's why you want comments on your posts or boosted posts on your Facebook page. Because now with a chat bot, you can automatically send a message directly to the Messenger inbox of every single person who comments on any of your Facebook posts or boosted posts. Now, here's why this makes even more sense, right? Because you send that message, if they open it up, and 85 to 90% of the time, people open Facebook Messenger messages, okay? And they interact with it in any way, they become now what's called a subscriber of your Facebook page. It's like having a friend request on your personal profile on Facebook. You can message them one-on-one anytime that you want. You could actually broadcast out to all of your new subscribers at the same time, like email blasting out to 50 people. But emails don't get the open rate 85 to 90% of the time that Messenger messages do. So what Mary's doing here is she has the ability now with this simple post, she gave it a $25 boost. She got 118 comments. She sent a message directly to the message inbox of 118 people, the Messenger inbox. All right. Now, this is the message she sent. You can personalize it because Facebook knows exactly everybody's first name. Hey, first name, wouldn't it be nice if we could pick and choose which foods have carbs on which days? I know it's hard to please the carb lovers in our lives while keeping our numbers in check. So here's the link to get my free diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. And there's the link right there. Now, when anybody opens this message up and interacts with it in any way, that's how they become that subscriber, right? And you get into a one-on-one conversation. The idea is when people are interacting online with your Facebook posts, you may not be online. It might be 10 at night, 11 at night. It might be early in the morning. It might be in the afternoon. You're not online. But when's the perfect time to strike up a conversation? Well, when they're interacting with you. So to start the conversation automatically, and then you can carry it on manually from there because you'll have the ability to message with them one-on-one anytime. Now, Out of this campaign, remember, Mary spent $25. She got 71 new subscribers. That's just 35 cents a lead already in a one-on-one conversation. 35 cents a lead. And these people all came to her. She simply put up a boosted post on her Facebook page, and the chat bot to send, she wrote in advance one automated message, or one message that automatically got sent out in context of the post that people were commenting on, right? And look at that, 71 in 24 hours, by the way, 71 new conversations in 24 hours. Now, here's another example. This is Monica. Monica's a member of my university, and she lives rurally, and she lives on a farm. And she reaches out to what she calls her country girl sisterhood, other women who are just like her. In one weekend, she got 61 all new one-on-one lead conversations started for 22 cents each, all from her simple Facebook post. Let's take a look at what she did. She said, play along and with us and type a smell in the comments. Name a smell that a country girl likes, but other people would think stinks. Right? You can tell these posts are in context of who the audience is, right? And she reaches out to people just like her as well. Now, look at this. She did three $15 boosts in a row. The first weekend, she did a $15 boost, got the 61 subscribers or one-on-one conversation. But over time, she got 433. It actually grew to over 500. So $45 got over 500 comments. Look, 200 reactions, 96 shares. That's over 500 one-on-one messages sent to every single person who commented below. And look at that, they're commenting WD-40, fresh hay. They were saying barn, cow poo. Those are the smells that a country girl likes that other people would think stinks. Now, I went on in a messenger conversation with her, and I said, that's right. Wow, 61 new subscribers, and that's the first $15 boost. 15 into 61, or 61 into $15 is 22 cents a lead. She said, exactly. I said, it was easy. I just set up to set up these responses. I actually had Steve's video, my video from inside the university, and up and running. And I just went and I paused and did the step, and then kept playing the video. It was just that simple. So here's another one. This is Raquel. Raquel is a mom of an autistic child, and she reaches out to other moms of autistic children. And she put up a post and she started to boost it. She said, I got 21 new subscribers yesterday just from posting a question about coping skills, what it takes to cope as a mom of an autistic child. And she stopped it after $4.84. Now, she said, I said, this is amazing. She said, I paused it after an hour because they were coming in faster than I expected. And I wanted to make some changes to that automatic message that she was sending to everybody. She said, before I had crickets on my page. She had over 1,600 likes on her page. And when she would post, she wouldn't get any kind of strategy or any kind of success at all. But when you reach out to people like you with an engaging question, right? You've seen these kind of posts before on Facebook, right? But we're going to show you how to then attach, the chatbot, automatically get these one-on-one conversations going. Now, here's the thing. You eliminate the whole get-to-know process with cold leads, people you've never met before, because A, they're just like you, and the question you're asking, what you're asking them to do, further illustrates that you're just like them and you get it. You understand their life. Okay, so the relationship with people who are just like you started this way. It isn't starting out from scratch, right? So it just leapfrogs a huge part of that get-to-know process. Now, trust and credibility is initiated right from the beginning because they see that you're just like them from this simple post on a Facebook page. Now, Melissa, she went and did this. She said, I created my first post and boosted it and also attached the message bot. I'm excited. I said, did you do all that this morning? She said, yes, I did. It's super easy. You don't have to worry about not having tech background, marketing background. All you have to do is say, I want to be able to do this. This looks intuitive. This looks fantastic. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to have you go over to the chat box and just put in, yes, does this sound easy enough to do? Can you put together a post where people that are just like you would respond. And you've seen there's all kinds of great examples. And what people do lots of times is they'll put together like 3 of these and maybe do a $3 or $4 boost on each of them, see which one is getting better responses, stop the others, and put a little bit more boost behind the one that's working the best. It's not by chance that this happens. You just have to be smart in terms of what am I going to do with my limited time to get a bunch of people that I have I'll have built-in trust and credibility with from the start coming to me. So let me go over here and see everything that you're saying. Let's see. Dan, yes. Simone, yep. Kristen, absolutely. You said yep. Ileana, yes. Nicola, yes. Trevor, yes. Julie, I'm so excited about this. I'm glad. It's really great stuff. Tracy, I've heard of this. I hope you have. This is really good stuff, but I'm telling you, the vast majority of the people, A, don't know about the opportunities here and don't know how to take advantage of them. All right, so let's keep moving on because next up is how to get 6+ all new Facebook friends every day from a previously stone cold audience. So remember I said bye-bye Facebook friend requests just a little bit ago. Now I'm going to say, hey, let's get 6 all new friend requests a day and automatically coming to you. Okay, this is all about having the right high quality leads coming to you because what you're doing online from the comfort of your own home at your own time, right? So wouldn't you like to have a stream of new leads coming your way? Absolutely. So this is Liz, member of the university, and she is a natural Christian mama. She calls herself a crunchy mama, right? So she wants to reduce toxins in her home and live a more natural and healthy life. So here's what she does. She does, and this is what we recommend to all of our members of our university. This is the strategy that when she joined, she started to do, is she runs a like campaign, okay? Very simple. You want more fans on your Facebook page, but it's what you do with those fans that's so important. So she said, hey, wow, I got 87 likes so far this week. Thanks for checking in with me. This is over a Facebook Messenger conversation we were having. And then the next week, I said, hey, can I start using some of the success? She said, sure, I got 104 likes this week. Now, what is she doing with her likes? And why did I start talking about getting 6+ Facebook friend requests and then moved into a like campaign? Well, over 60% of those likes are accepting her friend request. So up to about 10 a day, she is sending friend requests to new fans, people who have liked her page. All right. And she's getting about 60% to say yes. So, of people that she targeted, just like her, other crunchy Christian mamas, right? She's getting people to like her page, and then at a tune of about 60%, she sends about 10 out friend requests a day to new fans. So that's how she's getting 6 new Facebook friends every day. So she has one-on-one communication. Remember, leads aren't good unless you've got that one-on-one communication with them, right? So once again, a great way to get one-on-one conversations started with people that are coming to you. All right. Now, make sure that you delete the friend requests that don't get accepted because you don't want Facebook seeing a whole pile of friend requests that, day after day that aren't getting accepted on your account. So why is it so much easier to create and carry on conversations with these leads? Well, they're just like you. They've engaged with you twice. They've accepted, they're just like you, you targeted them, they've liked your page, and they've accepted a friend request. Now, here's the total strategy, okay? I'm just going to go over it from top to bottom. You run a like ad campaign to people like you. You get leads coming to you. You send friend requests up to about 10 a day, where around 60% are going to accept that. They've already liked your page. You've already proven you're just like them. You delete the unaccepted requests. You get these all new then one-on-one conversations with these brand new Facebook friends. It eliminates the whole get to know process. These people have engaged with you twice. They're already people you've hand selected to be just like you. And then what you do, you also put together on your personal profile where you send the friend request from, right? You can put a list together of all these people. And then you can filter your entire news feed by just these friends. So remember, part of that follow-up strategy, it takes 7 different follow-ups to close a sale or a new lead. So what you want to do is have some of those follow-ups be, things where you're commenting, you're interacting with them about what they're putting up, choosing to put up online on Facebook. Easier conversations, trust and credibility built in, much, much better conversions. And you haven't had to approach one person. Sound pretty good, right? So remember my promise here. First, bye-bye Facebook friend request. That's off your Facebook page using chatbots to send messages automatically to anybody who is commenting on your Facebook post or boosted posts. And when they open up those messages, which they do 85 to 90% of the time, and interact with it anyway, they become a subscriber of your page. You've got one-on-one communication with them. And then 6 all new Facebook friend requests a day from sending friend requests out to people who have become fans or have liked your page from the like campaign that you've got up and running. Wow, all newbie friendly, right? All starting from scratch. So how many leads do you want to have over the next few weeks? Go to the chat bot over there, or the chat over here. Start putting it in. 50, 65, 75, 100, right? We've shown you now 2 very simple directions for getting people to come to you and inside of one-on-one conversations. And they aren't just any people, right? These are people that you've targeted. And by the way, when you target people that are just like you, it's not limiting. Limiting is going after a very small warm market. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people online, minimally, that you're going to be able to reach out to. You are going to be able to recreate a never-ending warm market of new leads coming to you and your business. So let me go over here and let me take a look at how many leads do you want to have over the next couple of weeks, right? Becky, 75, fantastic. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't that just be incredible? Let's see, Jeremy, 65, fantastic. Susanna, Christine, Mary, 100, 100, 100. I love it. Let me see, lots and lots of numbers here. Oh, Yolanda, 200. Go for it. Kylie, I'd be happy with 50. Absolutely. Who wouldn't be happy with 50 all new leads coming to you? High quality leads that are just like you, right? Molly, 80, Angie, 65, Vanessa, 75, B, 300. You might as well go for it. Go for it, girl. I mean, that is fantastic. We actually have people that are averaging, this is an average, every single month over 300 leads. So there's no reason why you can't do this. Brittany, 100. Dream big or go home. I don't want to go home. I want to dream big. Let's see. I'll get one more here. Oh, Tyria, I'm with Yolanda at 200. You got to reach for the stars. All right. Well, let's keep going here because we've got a lot more. In fact, you've got to have a plan, right? What I've shown you is the strategy, but now there's a plan that backs this up. There's a foundation you've got to set in your business, okay? So remember my promise, newbie friendly, start from scratch, but you've got to have a plan. So you've seen the strategy, what you're actually physically going to go do. Now I'm going to show you how you set that foundation to make sure that it's really successful. So this plan is a combination of Marketing 101. It's from working with over 8,500 direct sellers and network marketers just like you, and using the best of messenger marketing from Facebook. All right. And the result is automatic one-on-one lead conversations, highly targeted leads, people just like you, low cost Facebook ads or boosted posts. We're talking about literally starting like campaigns for a couple of dollars a day, boosting posts for $2 or $3 a day, leads coming to you, eliminating no get to know process, and an easy lead follow-up system. Now, that's a plan, right? Now, here are the 4 must-have action steps that I want you to put into place. The secret sauce that makes this plan come alive, all right? So get the pen and paper out, right? Get ready to write these down. Here's number 1, focus. I've talked about whether it was Mary here, the diabetic woman. She's the one that I was talking about, one of many people that are getting over 300 all new leads from a cold audience every single month. But Mary, she reaches out to a diabetic audience just like her. Monica, she reaches out to other rural country girl, her country girl sisterhood. Raquel, she reached out to other autistic moms. That's called niche marketing. That's called target marketing. And don't take it just from me. Here's Inc. Magazine, how to narrow your target market. Companies that try to be all things to all customers are sure to fail. Here's a business guide from Inc.com on how to focus on your target market. Here's Entrepreneur Magazine. Why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. A deep understanding of their customers and their customers' needs and the ability to stay engaged with those customers. If you're trying to be everything to everybody, you can't possibly understand their needs, right? And if you're trying to meet the needs of absolutely everybody, you won't do it well for anybody. Now, let's keep going here. If you go to Google and you just type in Wikipedia target market, this is what you get. A well-defined target market is the first element to a marketing strategy. That's why I'm talking about it on this class, right? It is a must-have action step for your business, all right? It's foundational. Now, here's another woman. Her name's Amanda. She is a music teacher and reaches out to other music teachers. This is a Facebook Messenger inbox message she got from one of her new customers, Shauna. She said, I think the part that really drew me in was that you're a music teacher also. That's where that trust and credibility, that get to know process gets eliminated, right? And that whole follow-up and the amount of people that engage back with you just skyrockets, right? How many of you have tried to reach out to people, leads that you've established a relationship with, and you can never get a hold of them again, right? The chances of that go down dramatically with this. Now, Amanda went on to say in a messenger message to me, she said, it used to be this long, arduous process, and I felt kind of gross and salesy, like I was scraping to get by. Now I have customers coming to me every month, new recruits joining my team, and a community of super like-minded ladies who get me. This is what we want for you and your business. Now, this is from a recent national convention from a direct sales company. They had a big lit poster up. Define who you are and who you want to serve. That is exactly what we're talking about here. Okay, so hundreds and hundreds of thousands, we're not talking limitations. We're talking about when you reach out to people across the whole geography, the territory that you can market your business in, I guarantee you we can get a niche market for you that is hundreds and hundreds of thousands strong. You will never run out of people to talk to again, and they're all going to come to you. Now, here's Erica. I officially have over 1,002 likes on my biz page, and I have this training to thank for pushing me to find my niche. This is the thing that was holding me back. She was trying to be everything to everybody, and she was just spinning her wheels. She was wasting her time. She was getting more and more and more demotivated and was ready to quit the business. Now, let's get into action step number 2. All right, this is about scale. Now, what do I mean? Scale, I want you to it's a numbers game, right? As much as this is a relationship business, you gotta have enough numbers. You gotta be talking to enough people to get the customers and the team members that you want. So in order to get those numbers, we want you reaching out to far more people than you could one-on-one introduce yourself to. I mean far beyond that. I mean tens of thousands of people we want you to get in front of. Now look at this, 433 comments. That didn't come, and those were 433. Remember, it actually went up over 500 one-on-one messages she sent in Facebook Messenger, right? You can't possibly have done that. And she did all of this within the course of 2 weeks. She did 3 $15 boosted posts, remember? That's getting scale in your business. You know, Raquel, I got 21 new subscribers yesterday just from posting a question about coping skills. Well, because she boosted her post for $4.84. She got in front of thousands of people. Same thing here. Mary, she got 71 of these new subscribers, one-on-one Facebook Messenger conversations because she spent $25. So when you do boosted posts or ads, like ads, in your ad manager, if you've never done this before, that's okay. Very easy. We show you how to do it. You want to have tens of thousands of people you're getting out in front of. That is going to give you scale in your business so that from the comfort of your home, you can put together these kinds of marketing plans, these kind of campaigns. They're very simple to do, simple posts, simple like campaigns, right? And getting in front of tens of thousands of the right people. Is that believable, right? Is that intuitive that this is going to help get people coming to you? Absolutely, right? So here's Elizabeth running my biggest clean eating group ever. So she does a Facebook group, a clean eating Facebook group, and she does boosted posts and things like that to get people to her group. So lots of conversations, follow-ups to do. Yes, I had a total of 63 people that joined the group. Yes, it's all from that post. They got 17 shares, $18 for 5 days. So low amount of money, 63 people who joined that group and tons of other people that she's following up with. Now, This is Sammy, and she suffers from PCOS. She reaches out to other PCOS sufferers, other women. She spent $27.95. She reached over 1,591 people in the first day, and she got 96 people to join her group. Now, I asked her, what's the interaction like inside of this group, right? Because groups are a great way to get all these conversations going and build relationships on scale too, right? Not one to one, one to many. And I said, well, what's the engagement been like in this group versus others before? And she said, it's night and day. It's almost funny. And I'm more excited about it. I definitely lost my passion with a lot of groups that flopped. And everyone is so supportive of one another because everyone gets what everyone else is going through. This is what we want. This is what we want for you and your business. Go over to the chat box. Type in, is this making good sense? Right? I promised it was simple. I promised it was straightforward. I promised it was intuitive, right? Is this making good sense to you? Is this something that you could do in your business? Now, let me do this. Let me go over and check. Because I always like to kind of stop in the middle here and just, I want to have a little bit of interaction, all right? And then we're going to keep diving in. There's so much more that we have to go through here. Let's see. Becky, totally. Fantastic. Deborah, good sense. Vanessa, yes. Nicole, 100%. D, yes, sir. Let's keep going down here. Skip down a little bit. Kari, this is very straightforward. I can do this. I know you can, Kari. I'd love to hear that. Melanie, totally. Synergy, so much sense. Angela, yes. Linda, intuitive. Keto, awesomeness. I love that word, awesomeness. Let's keep going here. This is must-have action step number 3 of 4. In order to start the conversation, you need the right message. Okay, so in your posts and boosted posts and your light campaigns, you want to make sure you're saying the right thing. Because if you're not saying the right thing, you could target the right people and do a small boost, do everything else right. But if the message isn't right, then guess what? Nothing else is going to work. So let's take a look at this. This is what the Harvard Business Review said, the new science of customer emotions. I hope you've all heard of the term emotional selling. Hugely important, right? So what they say, what Harvard Business says, is most companies fail to align themselves with the emotions that drive their customers' most profitable behaviors. Well, what are your most profitable behaviors? Getting new customers and team members, right? So we need to figure out what are the triggers, what are the emotions that trigger those profitable behaviors. So some brands by nature have an easier time making connections, but a company doesn't have to be born with the emotional DNA of a Disney or an Apple to succeed. Even a cleaning product company or a canned food company can forge powerful connections. I guarantee you, you can, just like Mary is, just like Raquel is, just like Monica is. Now, here's Nielsen, the TV ratings people, also a very well-respected worldwide research company. We're ruled by our emotions, and so are the ads we watch. It's no secret that emotions are central to advertising. They're at the heart of the relationship we have with brands. They drive our non-conscious decisions and play a major role in our conscious decisions, too. So let's keep going on. You've heard of this. I know you have. Some point, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, somewhere in school, somewhere, right? Every basic human need is on this pyramid. Every single need, except for the bottom one, physiological needs, food, shelter, water, is based in emotion. Safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Remember that entrepreneur article that talked about meeting your customers' needs? If you don't understand the unmet emotional needs of your niche audience, then you're not going to have anywhere near as much success as you can if you're meeting those unmet emotional needs. All right, and I'm going to give you an example here of what I mean, as detail. Remember Mary, diabetic woman reaching out to other diabetics. So I asked Mary, I said, Mary, what's the biggest unmet emotional need? Right? And I have ways that if you don't really, it's hard to think like, what's an unmet emotional need? I have questions that you can literally go through. And as you answer those, you'll be uncovering these unmet emotional needs. And that's what Mary did. And she said, well, even my own family doesn't understand. Right? She says, I'm diabetic. My husband's not. My kids aren't. So they can't possibly understand what it's like waking up every day as a diabetic woman, overweight, what people are looking at, how they're judging me, what kind of clothes I can wear, what kind of food I have to prepare for the family so the kids and the husband like it, but it's okay for me. She said, it's a lot. And unless you're diabetic, you don't get it. So even the people that are closest to me, my own family, they don't understand. Now, I wouldn't have understood that as a non-diabetic, but she said, guess what? My audience of diabetics, they get this. So look at how she uses it. This is a boosted post that is actually asking people to join a Facebook group. When they buy a product, they get into one of her groups, and she takes them through the product in a challenge. Pretty cool idea. Hey, sugar mamas, let's talk. The reality of diabetes is it's overwhelming having to manage blood sugars while handling day-to-day responsibilities, taking care of our families, and working every day. The people closest to us often don't understand what we go through to manage our numbers and our A1Cs. Even my own family doesn't understand. Do you see how literally a boosted post to what was a cold audience, but people just like her, she's not only proving that she's one of them, that she gets it, she gets their crazy life, but she's telling them, I get even the things that are important that only us insiders would know on an emotional level. This is where you establish trust and credibility, right? Where you leapfrog that get to know process. How long have you taken with new leads just to get enough of a relationship built up where you could actually talk about the product or being a part of your team, right? Leapfrog that relationship building process. Now, here you're going to love this one. This is Linda. She's a member of the university. She is a daycare provider. Look at, 780 likes, 96 comments, 232 shares. This was an unboosted post. Let me read this to you. Here's to you, daycare providers, to you who kisses boo-boos and wipes tears, who cleans butts with flair and catches puke with class, who gives comfort to scared little hearts and drinks pretend tea when it's given to you, who wipes noses a million times in one day and reads the same story over and over again, who takes criticism but keeps smiling even though you're hurt, works long hours even though you're tired. Here's to you, daycare providers, who give of yourselves every day and understands you are here to love, provide, and protect. There is no way you could have come up with a message like that when you're trying to be everything to everyone. She just proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that she gets it. She just established trust and credibility with every single daycare provider and she didn't boost that post, but she ultimately did. She was having success with it, and I said, boost it. So I think she put like a $6 boost against it ultimately. Right? So this is the kind of thing that we want you doing in your business. Here's another example, okay? Coming up, she uses insider knowledge plus emotional triggers to get this huge engagement, okay? So here's another very simple post that had amazing numbers too. Has your daycare ever felt like a war zone? Mine has. This is daycare. I love that little kid with the sword and the bandana and everything, right? Every single daycare provider is look at that and you go, absolutely, that is daycare. So this is the kind of dynamic that we want your posts, your marketing doing for you and your business. Now, you must have action step number 4. All right, you need a website. Okay, you have to have a place that is your home base 24/7 that properly represents you to your niche market. So replicated websites don't work, right? Because you can't be a diabetic, or you can't be a country girl sisterhood, right? You can't be a music teacher, and represent yourself as that in the service of that audience. Which, remember, that audience is hundreds and hundreds of thousands strong online if you're working with a replicated site. Use that site when you link people over to buy, or off of your website, you can link directly to your back office and things too. But you need a home base online. You need a place where you're going to refer at some point every single lead that you're going to interact with, whether it's to an article that you wrote, and you don't have to write tons of articles, right? You're going to have just 2 or 3 articles to start, just to get you started. And websites, this is our website plus service, okay? And it is meant for direct sellers specifically. They have no tech background whatsoever, all right? And it comes pre-populated with over 30 pages of content and images and pictures. It looks like a real website right from the beginning, and you just lightly customize it. I'm going to give you an example of this. But, think about when you reach out to people who are just like you, there's going to be roadblocks that you get. There's going to be big questions you get, right? You probably can on one hand what those top ones are. Don't keep answering those over and over and over and over and over again. Answer them really well once on your site and then refer people over there. You're going to have pages that you send people to for free offers and to get links to buy products. There's going to be a ton of reasons why you want to have your 24/7 home base online for you, representing you as somebody who serves your niche audience. All right. So here's an example. I'm going to kind of carry through. We've talked about Mary, the diabetic woman. So this is her website. She uses our website plus service. Hey, be Sugar Mama Strong, right? This is the top of the homepage, and then we're going to scroll down. Looks very professional. She didn't have a lick of technical background. She even said, I didn't even ask my 16-year-old son once for help. Now, you scroll down, how to be Sugar Mama Strong. We're in this together. Healthy and simple recipes, testimonials. See all the things in some of her blog posts that she's put up on her website. So bottom line is, I said, Mary, how often do you put together a post, an article? And she said, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe. Sometimes I was do it once a month, but I've just got a few up there and it's enough. I've got enough to refer people. And these articles, these blog posts, should spawn at least 3, 4, 5 social media posts from different elements of that article. So you're using it to populate your content for your overall content plan on social media as well. Now, here's the whole website plus package. Home base online, refer all leads there. We put up all new weekly content, motivational articles, personal development articles that are perfect for your niche. Because everybody needs motivation, everybody needs personal development, right? So we write one of those kinds of articles, how to get organized, those kind of things every single week, and we put it up. And what our members do is they go and they maybe lightly customize it, just like the intro or the exit, just to their audience, or just leave it as is. But one of the hardest parts and the phobias is, wow, if I have a website or blog, I got to websites and blogs are the same thing, by the way. I've got to keep putting content up on it. Well, we're going to do it for you. We're going to write professional articles and put one up every single week. So all new weekly content, answer all questions. That was what I was saying. Those questions that you get, answer them really well once up here. We're going to start you out with 30 pages. It's going to be a full website. Right from the beginning, images, everything. It's going to have your name and your contact information, and you just go through like Mary did, and you can point and click. You don't even have to log into a back end. You can point and click and just make changes on the screen. So it's that simple. You control everything. All questions for you are answered. We'll answer every single question that you have. We have a whole site that has tutorials. There's 3 different really gorgeous new themes that you can choose from. That's a look and feel. So you'll look the part of a real business to your niche, your customer avatar, and you have all the tools that you need. We've bought developer rights, which means we can provide tools to you that you don't have to pay for. So there's literally thousands of dollars that if you had to put it together to get this website plus package, you would have to have bought. But you get it all. And we're going to tell you in a little bit about how you get involved in this. But I want to get back into the training. But having a website, it's the reason why we worked with top producers in direct sales companies and asked what are some of the biggest issues, and not having a website and having the overwhelm from their team of having to actually put a website together, it was just too much. So this service was birthed out of the need in the industry to have your own personal websites. So there's the plan, right? 4 must-have action steps, the foundation to make those lead generation opportunities we talked up front, having leads coming to you, bye-bye Facebook friend requests, 6 plus friends, new Facebook friends every single day. So none of this is theory, right? Every single bit of this is based on rock solid marketing fundamentals, successes from thousands and thousands and thousands of direct sellers just like you. So here's what I want to do. Does this plan make sense to you? Go over to the chat, please. Enter in, tell me, right? I've gone very quickly. I've loaded a lot up here, but I hope that it makes good sense to you. I want to hear from you, okay? Because I want you to have the confidence that without a following, without any kind of a background, without even a Facebook page right now, you could put one up tomorrow, you could have this kind of success, all right? So let me go over here and see what you're putting in. Daniel, yes, fantastic. Kate, awesome. Rebecca, complete sense. Tiffany, great job. Thank you. Allison, it's opened ideas. Wow, I hope it's opened all kinds of ideas here. Kari, yes. Brandy sounds great. Yolanda, keep going. I plan on it. There's a lot more coming up. Don't go away. Let's see. Julie, understanding so much more than I thought. That's a testament because what you're going to put together, how you're going to create this kind of success, isn't complicated. So I hope that you're understanding this and that it's making good sense. Let's see. Melanie, mind blowing. Amanda, yes. All right, let's do this. Lots and lots of great conversations coming in here or comments. So coming up, remember I promised there's the whole follow-up. 50% of the battle is getting leads, and then getting leads coming to you and the high quality leads, right? From the comfort of your own home. The other half is how you follow up and all the things that I'm going to show you here. But what I wanted to do is, I've talked about the Website Plus service. I want to show you how you can get involved in the university, okay? And in an easy way, how you can build a wildly successful team online. We have a whole set of fast track steps, short videos with direct steps that you do for each one. It tells you exactly what to do and in what order. And if you ever have any questions, you just ask us. And in fact, I'm going to show you how you can get one-on-one help just as a part of being a member of the university on everything that you do. Somebody looking over, me specifically, looking over and making recommendations on what you're doing. But first, before I get into how you get involved in the university, let me tell you there's 6 bonuses. The first bonus, it's for the $195. You're going to get all these bonuses for free when you join the university. It's a swipe and use file. It's the perfect profile file. The secrets to what your niche wants and what you need to include in a perfect profile. When you're interacting on social media, you're one click away from people going to your profile and reading more about you and making a decision about whether they want to have a relationship with you. What you have in your profile and what people really want to have and you to have and read in your profile are 2 completely different things. We're going to tell you what they really want, and we're going to give you a file you can just copy and customize and use. All right? Now, I showed you Mary, the top of her boosted post, right, when we're showing about how she uses her unmet emotional need, right? Well, that was part of a 7-part ad template that Mary used from our university. We want to give you that ad template. It's a $325 value. So you know exactly how to structure your posts to get the right kind of action. Right? It could be action for a free offer you have, or like Mary, that was for somebody to buy product to get into one of her groups. So you get the 7-part ad template. You also, Amanda, she was the music teacher. She has an amazing 6-stage closing script that now thousands have used in the university. And every stage she's got a script. In the second stage, she also has 10 plus questions that you ask your leads. And as they answer those questions, guess what? They start to close themselves. Amanda closes 1 out of 3 new customer leads. 1 out of 3. You're going to want this. This is a $750 value. And then, because Facebook is so important, we're going to give you our Facebook Never Ending Leads Bootcamp with 5 additional webinars. Normally, we sell this for $200. Advanced Facebook targeting strategies, Facebook Live secrets and content engagement strategies. The third webinar, expert Facebook Messenger marketing strategies, beyond what we've talked about here today. Secrets to increasing Facebook ad performance. And Bootcamp finale, expert Facebook group strategies. You get this free. Now, Angel, she said, woo, the boot camps are amazing. Pamela said, thank you, Steve, for all you do to help us. The boot camp webinars are worth far more than I paid. She paid the $200. You're going to get this for free. I'm going to show you how to. Then you also get for free into our direct sellers private Facebook group with everybody else in there learning the same social media marketing concepts. And myself and my team are in there every single day, over $575 value. And then I said this earlier, but you could spend thousands of dollars on training programs and not get this. As the president of the university, I've got over a 20-year history in marketing. I worked at top interactive agencies on Nike, Miller Brewing, Visa. I was the director of strategic planning for the advertising agency for Mazda Motors of America. I was the CMO of a Hollywood startup. I will look at your work, and I know after working with all thousands and thousands of direct sellers. I know the common mistakes. Like, here's an example. We show you how to validate your niche market to make sure before you start doing any of the work, you've got a valid audience to reach out to online. It is the number one thing. 9 out of 10 people get the validation wrong. I want you to send the validation into me specifically. I want you to send all of your work into me, and I will personally look at it and make recommendations. Again, you can't get this, I guarantee you, in any other training program. Plus, I'm going to give you a fast action bonus. If within 15 minutes of this class ending, if you sign up for the university, I'm going to give you the How to Discover Your Perfect Customer, a step-by-step avatar guide, a $550 value. But you got to sign up within 15 minutes of the class ending. Now, there's 2 wildly successful ways to get involved in the university: the Kickstart Pack and the Crush It Pack. Now, the Kickstart Pack, you get 1 free month of the university, okay? And then after that, it's $26.99 a month. You can cancel it anytime, all right? But you get a first month free. You get access into that private Facebook group, a $575 value. I'm also going to give you our Social Media Prospecting Made Easy series. So on all the top social networks, how you find people and prospect new leads. Over $1,102 in value for $47. Now, here's what I want you to do, right? Because I'm talking now about getting involved in the university. And remember, I got the whole follow-up strategy I'm going to go through here, but tell me what you're thinking, right? I worked super hard to make this affordable. I guarantee you. Over years, I've refined this to get to a Kickstart and the next pack. But tell me what you're thinking about the Kickstart pack. Go to that chat box, put it in, because I want feedback, right? I want this to be a dynamic, interactive process here on this class. So let me go over here and see what you're putting down. Let's see, Georgia. I can't tell you how much I've spent on other trainings, and they never had anything like this from Steve. I appreciate hearing that. I seriously do. Aika, is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. That's worth it right there. I hope so. Thank you. Chelsea, I thought it was going to be a lot more. Renee, yes. Yes. I'm thinking, yes. She said, I'm going to get involved. Linda, dang, I was expecting a bigger investment. I can do $47. I hope you can. $47 to invest in your business to take it to a whole new level. Let's see, Paul, it looks great. Norma, this I can do. All right, guys, cool. Let's keep going on, because the second really great way is the Crush It Pack. Now, the Crush It Pack has everything the Kickstart Pack has, plus what you see in blue on the screen. So you get 1 free month of the blogging or the website plus service, okay? And it's free the first month, and it's $22.49 a month thereafter. Just like the university is $26.99 a month thereafter. Either of those you can cancel at any time. You also get into the Facebook Never Ending Leads Bootcamp, $200 value. You get my personal support and recommendations, $1,500 value. You get the 6-stage closing scripts and interview questions, $750 value. You get the 7-part Facebook ad template, $325 value. The swipe and use perfect profile, $195 value. So over $4,100 in value, and you're just going to pay $147. So on this one, go back to the chat, right? Is this reasonable? I've worked really hard to make sure that we're putting so much value into the memberships and the packs that we're offering. You can't get these packs if you just go to practicalsocialmedia.com. You have to get them here in this class, and you have to get them today, okay? So let me go over here and see what you're saying about the Crush It pack. Becky, I'm going to crush it. Love it. Marcos, great deal. Colleen, I can do that. Sandra, I'm in. Yolanda, is this a one-time payment? So I'm glad you're asking that, because I want to make sure this is clear. A one-time payment of $147 or $47 for the Crush It pack, but then you have monthly charges for the university and on the Crush It pack, the website or the blogging service. But you can cancel those at any time, right? But one-time payment, and you get the $4,100 in value, and then just the low monthly charges for the university and the website or the blogging service. Okay, so hopefully that makes good sense. Let's see here. Gene, What's the catch? There really isn't a catch. I have been doing this for years, and for this kind of a price and to get my personal support and attention, you're probably saying, "What is the catch?" There really isn't. And I'm going to talk a little bit about. There's even money back guarantee that you can get here. I want to make sure that you just have the resources that you need to succeed. We've been able to do this very successfully with years, with thousands and thousands and thousands of direct sellers just like you. So there really is no catch. I'm glad that you asked that, Gene. Let's see, Tara. I'm in. Fantastic. Dorothy, my upline is already in, and Rebecca recommended that I do this too. Fantastic. Give me her name. Send me her name, and I'd like to thank her. Let's see, Pam. Nothing to lose. I'm doing this now. Thanks, Steve. Tremendous package. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's keep going on here. There are two ways you get those packs, right? Or you can get into the university by those two packs. And you just go to the URL right there on the screen, okay? And you can get the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack. Now, that money back guarantee, I'm going to give you 7 days. Get in, kick the tires, get into the private group, send me a message. You can send it right to customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com and address it to Steve, and I will personally answer your question. But the bottom line is here, if you give it an honest try, you get into the fast track and you at least try to do the very first step, you send in the homework from at least the very first step to show you've given this an honest try, and you said, Steve, you know what? This is just nothing like you represented on the class. Just let me know, and I will send you your complete money back. So there is really nothing to lose here, all right? So just go to the URL on the screen to sign up for the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack. Now, remember, I promised to go over the whole follow-up plan, my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want, the 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with the lead, and then how to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again. So let's get into all of this, okay? And then I'm going to come back and do a live Q&A, all right? Here we go. Your game plan, your tools. Okay, so your follow-up, remember it takes 7 follow-ups on average to close a lead, right? Make a sale. So you're going to need a plan and you're going to need some tools along the way. All right, so let me give you some examples of what I'm talking about. Let me talk about, remember Liz, she was the one that did the Facebook like campaign and then sent out to new fans, Facebook friend requests, got 60% of them on average every single day accepting and now in one-on-one conversations with them, right? Through Facebook friend requests. So here's what she did. She's from, I think it's a direct selling an oils business, and they very much focus on detoxifying, right? So the thing she said is, when I first got in and detoxifying my whole house and using these oils and different things, she goes, it was just completely overwhelming. So what I do is I tell everybody, get ready for this. Take the overwhelmed blanket off. You need to get energy. You need to get a good night's sleep. And there's almost no moms that are getting a good night's sleep these days, unfortunately. So she wrote a blog post, an article about sleep. She refers people over there, and then she sends them a sample of an oil that helps people sleep. And then in the package, she has a yellow stick and she puts it on there, and she writes on there, take this at bedtime, or put this on at bedtime. And she sends it off in a package, and she has them put it on the bed table next to their bed and put the oil vial right there and the yellow sticky that says take this or do this at night. She says, I'm going to send you this package here. Immediately start reading this article. In the meantime, I'm going to then send you this package. I'm going to give you a chance to get it and try it out. And in 3 days' time, I'm going to follow up and I'm going to see how well it worked for you. And if there's any questions I can answer for you. Okay, so she's providing tons of value. She's sending something for free. She's telling them how to use it, why it's important, and why she's going to follow up, and there's value in her follow-up. Okay, so there's a lot that went right in that. Let me kind of like break all this down here. My easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want. If people are sharing what they want, you want them talking, right? Because you get all kinds of clues about that. So here's how you get people talking. And then how you practice what I call reflective listening, okay? So an example of one of the tools that Liz created was 7 areas to rid your home of toxins, right? She created an infographic. And what she does is she talks about, getting your energy and the sleep and everything. And then that next follow up, she says, you know what? It's time to get ready. I want you to take the very first step of detoxifying your house. Now, when I started, I was totally overwhelmed. How do I get my kids involved in this? How do I tackle all those cleaning supplies that are just full of toxins, right? She lists off 3 or 4 of these. But tell me, what would be the first thing that you would want to tackle? Well, Liz just gave every lead 3 or 4 ideas of what are the hard things to tackle. So what are the chances when she asks, well, what would be the hard thing for you? What would you want to tackle first? They more than likely, the vast majority of the time, are going to come back with one of the things that you just talked about. And she's already put together an infographic on those areas. So then what she says is, she says, well, here's what I just heard. I heard you say the 2 areas, or the top area that's going to be tough for you, is the cleaning supplies. Let me send you over this infographic, and it's got a set of instructions on exactly what you do to detoxify all those cleaning supplies. So she listened and she reflected back. People like to talk, and people also like to know that they've been heard. All right, so you're going to get a lot more out of these people. They're going to get a lot more out of your conversation. They're going to look forward to the next conversation if they think they're honestly that you're listening to them because you're reflecting back what they said and helping them in what they said they needed help with. Now, what's this 30% of time in sales? 30% of all salespeople spend time doing what? What's 30% of all their time? In developing content, because in your follow-up plan, you're adding value at every point. So a lot of that value is content that you're sharing with them. This infographic is content. That sleep article is content. All right. So when you put together your website and you're, every other week or whatever it is, you're putting together an article, you're building up your content supply that's going to help you follow up and close more leads. Okay. Now, let's go over here. The 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead. 2 things. All right, you ready for this? 1, you need to have something of value to offer. Remember the yellow sticky on top of the sample, right? Or the infographic, or the article, or a download, a video they could watch, right? Whatever makes sense, whatever you would like to put together. And then always have the next follow-up in mind. Remember the example I gave at the very first. She sent out the sample of the oil to help you sleep and the yellow sticky. And then she said, I'm going to send that to you, and I'm going to allow you to get it and give you a chance to try it. And then in 3 days' time, I'm going to follow up with you to make sure that it worked well and see if you have any questions. That's having the next follow-up in mind. So you need to have kind of little sequences and have 2, 3, or 4 of those pre-thought through, right? And you'll have a plan for every one of your leads. You think through it and do it once, and now you're done, and you just use it and execute it time and time and time again. So you're not recreating the wheel all the time, right? You are saving yourself tons and tons of time. All right, how to have the leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again. So remember, right, have an offer. Now Mary here, she said, play along with me, right? What food would you choose to make completely carb and calorie free? And then play along, and I'll give you my diabetic friendly crockpot cookbook, right? So she had something that delighted her audience, her leads, in saying yes or playing along. That's what yes means, just taking the next step with you. Okay, so every follow-up adds value. There is a reason why you are following up. You're adding more value. All right, so that's your game plan. That's the follow-up. That's the tools, the kind of things that you're going to need to put into place. So I promised I was going to have a Q&A here. Let's do that now. But this is your time to ask all of your questions. I know we've put through a lot of information today here. But if you have questions, go to the URL you see right on the screen. All those bonuses and everything, they're only available for today. These prices, these packages, they're not available at practicalsocialmedia.com. They are only available at this URL for today. Okay, so let's do this. Go over to the chat again and start putting your questions. I see questions that are already flowing in there. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's spend some time answering your questions. Okay, and remember that you're also going to get that fast action bonus, how to discover your perfect customer avatar, a guide, if you purchase while we're here right now or within 15 minutes of when this class ends. Okay, so let me do this. Let me go over and let me start answering some of the questions that you have. Let's see, Vicky, which pack do we need to get to learn how to set up the Facebook Messenger autoresponder, that whole chatbot thing? So the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack, both within the fast track steps. Remember, you do step 1, step 2, step 3. Have a whole module on how do you use a chatbot to send those automated messages. And again, I guarantee you, very simple to do. Okay, so either one of these packs has, they both get you into the fast track step, toll access into the university. So either one will be just fine. Let's see, Melanie, I love this fan prospecting stuff, but will we get into Facebook jail for sending out too many friend requests? So yeah, I was saying send 10 friend requests a day, right, to people who liked your page. Well, I also said in there that you want to make sure that you delete the friend requests that you send out that don't get accepted, because Facebook will look at the percentage of friend requests sent and the percent accepted. So if you delete a bunch of friend requests that didn't get accepted, obviously what happens? You get a very high rate of acceptance. So you're never going to get into Facebook jail that way. All right. And what is Facebook jail? For you guys are thinking, what's Facebook jail? It's just when Facebook thinks you're spamming and trying to get too many friends, and they shut down the ability for a number of weeks or a month for you to send out any friend requests. So you don't want that to happen to you and your business. All right, let's see. Sebastian, what is the monthly cost? So I'm seeing, I think, a lot of questions here about cost and what goes into these packs. If you go to the URL on the screen, it'll list out again. It'll show you what comes in every single pack. And you specifically said, what's the monthly cost? So I went over that, and I want to make sure it's very clear, because these are one-time charges here, the 47 and the 147, to get the pack with all the bonuses that come with each. But there's also, for the university, after month 1, there is a monthly charge of $26.99 a month. And with the Website Plus or the blogging service, there is a monthly charge of $22.49 a month. And again, you can cancel that. You just send in a message to customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com, and you can cancel it anytime. All right? So good to ask those questions. Those are good to have answered. Let's see, Elizabeth. Oh, I love this question. I love this question. Can I do 2 niches at the same time? I'm so excited. So you could, absolutely, right? 2 of a good thing is twice as good, right? Well, here's the thing though. In order to do it properly, you have to do a full campaign for each niche, right? So you have to select a unique niche. So each one you have to select and validate a niche market. You have to understand the emotional unmet needs. You have to have specific messaging, specific posts. You'd have to have a website, a blog. Blogs and websites are the same thing. For each of those niche audiences, you can't clump them together and say, I'm going to use one website, one message, one ad campaign, right? Because you have to speak uniquely and have all of your offers and your follow-ups plan and all of that, catering and delivering value to your unique niche. So if you have 2 unique niches, you have 2 unique marketing plans. So all I'd say is, you will help you with this. Pick the niche audience to start with, the one that validates the best and you're the most passionate about, because you're going to be better at reaching out to people that are just like you based on a niche that you're passionate about. I guarantee all of you have multiple niches inside of you. And in fact, there's some of you that are thinking, I have no idea, Steve, what I would be picking as a niche market. We have never not been able to find a niche market for any member of the university. And if you're having trouble, I say just start out with a scratch on a piece of paper, write it on a napkin, take a picture, send it in, a list of things about you, and we can start from there. Okay. So hopefully overall that answered your question, Elizabeth. Let's see, Daniel, I can't remember what's in both packs. So yeah, again, I think there's a lot of questions in here about what's in the packs and the costs. Go to that URL on the screen. It'll list out everything that's in the packs. And I think we've talked a couple of times about the cost. And if you have any other specific question, please just go ahead and send it to us, and we'll answer it. That customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. All right, let's see. Oh, Jessica, what comes in the Crush It pack? Okay, we've answered that. Angie, I assume these people, the autism mom, the daycare owner, the teacher, whatever case, it doesn't matter what they're selling. The point is connecting. Is the product related to their industry, their niche? So here's the analogy, right? All direct sales companies recommend, and rightly so, you go out to your warm market, right? Those are people, low-hanging fruit, right? People that you have a relationship already established with. Those people, that relationship wasn't established at all based on your products or your services, right? Any direct sales company that is successful, and I assume the one that you're with, is a successful company, is because they have a mass appeal. That's why anybody in the company that's representing them can go out to their friends and family and sell equally as well, right? So when you reach out to people who are just like you, just like your warm market, right? You're reaching out to a cold audience, though you're turning them into a warm market as they come to you in these one-on-one conversations, right? You have every bit of the equally as strong a possibility of closing them as you do anybody in your existing warm market. All right. Does that make sense? Because you've got this trust and credibility already established with them, right? You've got a relationship, a connection, a rapport. That's why the company says go out to your warm audience. We're just saying, hey, recreate a warm audience on a never-ending basis with Facebook posts and like campaigns and things like that on Facebook. All right. All right, but really good question. Again, I like the questions. It shows you guys are really thinking about this. All right, Sharon, do you learn about the website in the Kickstart pack? You learn about the website from the Kickstart pack because it's a part of our fast track steps. The Kickstart pack itself doesn't come with the website service or that blogging service. You can buy it later separately. There's no doubt about that, but it's a better deal to get it within the Crush It pack. So hopefully that answered. Let's see. Stella, I'm a Christian stay-at-home mom. Would that work? That is a great foundation. And I like that you're starting to think and you're going in the right direction, but we're going to narrow it even more than that. Okay. I guarantee you. And you're still going to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that you can reach out to. So let's keep that. Join the university and I'll personally work with you and help you on that. Let's see, Michelle, do you have to do this on a Facebook page, or can you do it by just going into a group or on my personal account? So you can't do any promotion, boosted posts, ads, like campaigns, things like that, unless you're doing it from a Facebook page, because Facebook separates church and state. They're like your personal profile, that's for personal things. All things business happen off of a Facebook page. And that's why you can boost a post on a Facebook page, not on a personal profile. That's why you can run campaigns off of a Facebook page. So all of this has to be from a Facebook page. Okay. Let's see. I think I've answered that. Brittany, is this a one-time fee or is this a monthly fee? I've answered that too. Let's see. Joyce, after we sign up, what's the best way to get started? Okay. So the best way to get started is you'll immediately get a link and log in to go directly to practicalsocialmedia.com, and you'll just see right there is a button to get into the fast track. And you just start with step number 1 in the fast track. And as you have any questions, just send it right to us, and we're going to pop you right into that private Facebook group. So that's the best way to get started. Just start with fast track step number 1. We'll show you exactly what to do in sequence, all right? Let's see here. Holly, I know somebody that does targeted stuff for their business and just rocks it. Now I know why. Well, I hope so. This is not new in terms of it's a marketing fundamental. Remember, we showed the Inc. magazine, the entrepreneur, all the things that are showing you this is fundamental, right? Trying to be everything to everybody is absolutely the hardest way to approach your business. Let's see. Peggy, how much time a day does it take to make this work? So it's going to be a little different for everybody, right? But here's what I'm going to promise. You are going to be spending half the time. You get this put into place, you get the foundation set, you get your tools set up, you are going to be fielding leads that come to you. So all that time you spent in trying to get out and reach and find more people, that goes away, right? These people come to you, and then you know exactly what to do with them every day. So I guarantee you, you're going to spend a fraction of the time that you used to and have exponentially greater results. Okay. And now exactly how much time you're going to spend on it is up to you every day, right? And how many people you want to interact with that are coming to you, your business. Um, so hopefully that answered the question in some kind of a way. Let's see here. Sandra, I think I know my avatar, but I'm too scared to put it up here. No worries, right? You could always send it directly to me at customerservice@practicalsocialmedia.com, right? So any member of the university, I will personally get in and I will look at every bit of work that you want to send and have me review, okay? Let's see. Just kind of trying to go over things that we haven't already covered here. Beth, how often can we ask questions once we join? There is an unlimited number of questions you ask. We don't say, oh, you've got 10 questions and you've already asked 10. I've had people that have asked questions ongoing for months. Okay, take advantage of that, right? That is a major, major opportunity. I would challenge anybody to try to find any kind of a program anywhere where you get that kind of one-on-one support, and especially, from the president of the university. I mean, I've worked at a top 10 interactive agency, Nike, Miller Brewing, Visa. I was the director of strategic planning for the advertising agency for Mazda Motors of America. I was the CMO for a Hollywood startup. I ran with 4 partners, my own ad agency. So, and I've worked with over 8,500 direct sellers for years here. So I guarantee you're not going to get this kind of expertise and the kind of knowledge of what it takes to make this successful anywhere else, right? And you're going to get it with a $47 or $147 fee. That's it, right? Then you have the monthly fees for the university and the website service. I want to try to say that. So let's see. Yolanda, do we get all the bonuses right away? So yep, you sign up, you get an email with your login credentials and everything, and a link to where you get those bonuses. So you're automatically in the university, you have access to everything and the bonuses included. You've been very, very involved here. Thank you, Yolanda, I love that. Let's see, I'll take just 2 or 3 more here, and then if you don't get your question answered, then certainly send it into customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com, and I'll make sure that you get it answered, all right? Renee, will you really work with us directly? I really will. I've been doing this for years. I've been making this promise and helping out individual people for years. So absolutely get that money back guarantee. Get in, start asking me questions, right? I love it when people ask me questions. See, Moxie, are you sure anyone can do this? I know anyone can do this. A lot of people that join the university are direct sellers that are ready to quit their business because it's not working for them. They've exhausted their warm market and they don't know what to do, right? It's a very frustrating place to be. So I guarantee you, this is not a success plan for the successful. This is a success plan for everyone, okay? Last one, Simon. How long until we get our websites with that last pack, the Crush It pack? So you can get it immediately. It's in a fast track step, I believe, number 3, where you actually put it up. So we want to make sure you know who your niche market is, you understand that those unmet emotional needs, how to put together messaging for that audience before you start selecting the URL, the web address for your domain or for your website or your blog. Remember, websites and blogs are the same thing, and kind of going down the tactical path. But you could start immediately, right? And a great way to get started immediately is never a wrong decision to get a domain name, a URL that is your name, right? And if you can't get your name, like I'm Steve McDonald, I got Stephen S. McDonald, right? So you can put in middle initials, or, some people put in like Steve McDonald Wellness, right? Or Steve McDonald Fitness, or, Steve McDonald Jewelry, or you can do those kinds of things too. So that's a way that you can get started and at least get this website up so you can start seeing it, right? All right. So, guys, thank you so much. Again, please, if you didn't get your questions answered, send them into customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. We'll get everything answered. And I hope, whether you join the university or not, that you got a ton out of this. I hope you've got a notebook of notes that you've been taking. People have sent me pictures of similar classes to this, where they've just kept taking notes after notes after notes. But I do hope that you join the university and we have the opportunity and the honor of helping be a part of the success of your business. So thank you for being here. Thank you for investing your valuable time in learning. Have a great day, everyone.